Hello. Show. Why are you going to be like that?
I'm not looking at you again. Hello.
Hello. Show 12. We survived. Oh my God.
Show was great.
The show was awesome. We had 19 again.
Great crowd.
They were a great crowd. Yeah. They laughed at everything. They clapped at everything.
I think the second best, maybe.
I think they were the best.
Yeah, it might have been the best.
There was the scene with one therapy, like healing scene.
Yeah.
They started clapping after. And I've never had an audience clap at that part before.
Although there was a family from Boston.
They were amazing.
So I think they got it.
Yeah, I just posted a picture. There was this amazing family of 6. Anyway, I could look after.
Yeah, it was.
I think there were 4 kids.
Yeah,
mom and dad.
Yeah.
And they were like smiling through the whole thing. They were clapping. They were laughing. And the Not Going Back in the love song, I saw him like put his arm around his wife.
It's cute.
Oh, it was so cute. And they were so cute. So they tried to stay and chat with me, like in the actual theater. And I was like, no, we gotta go because another show is coming in. I said, I'll talk to you like upstairs when we come up. And I went up and they just said, I wanted to give you a big hug. I want to take a picture. He was like taking pictures of me.
That's cute.
I was like, okay, which is fine by me. And he's like, can we get a picture? Can we get like a big family picture? And they were like, oh my God, they were like, we go to so many shows and they're like, your show is the best show we've ever seen. And I was like, oh my God, thank you. And I said, what attracted you to it? And the dad just said, oh my, I love one woman shows. Like I love one man, one woman shows. And then the kids were like, oh my God, the way you like move between each character and everything was so different. They were like, that was so crazy and amazing to see. And the mom was like, oh, I love the music. Like that really touched me. And that was so good. And the kids were like, that was so good. It was so cute. So that was really cool. And I said, are you guys from here? No, we're from Boston. I said, the heck are you doing here? And they said, we just love coming to Edinburgh Fringe. We love seeing the shows. We love seeing one man, one woman shows. And yours is the best show that we've ever seen. So
wow.
I humbly say thank you to that. And that makes me feel really good. I wish the audience were reviewers. Because the audience keeps saying these
why couldn't you be reviewers?
So they were amazing. So then we like rushed home and we went to a farm to see the Highland. I don't know why they have COO, the Highland Coos. I don't know why they call. Is that how they say cow?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know.
I would assume.
But we went there and our friends went 2 days ago.
Yeah, Monday. I think.
And they're like, oh yeah, you just walk and you go like 10 minutes and then you'll see the cows. And then we were like looking on their Instagram and like the one woman was like, oh, I hiked for like 20-25 minutes and then I saw the cows and it was amazing. We were like, oh, okay. We're like, we could go for a nice lunch and then we'll go and we'll hike for like, 20-30 minutes and we'll get home nice and early. And those little buggers were hiding. Now it is over 300 acres, so the beauty is
all like,
oh my God,
mountainous.
And the beauty is that it's not a farm, like it's on a farm, but the cows are free reign, like just to.
Yeah, there is like fences, but it's like
more to keep them because it's
it's more to keep them from going on the road and going onto the golf course.
But like, look at him.
It's like literally.
Look at him.
Yeah,
or her.
The pictures you took are awesome.
So I mean, it's just so we hiked an hour and a half, and then we were like, okay, I give up, I quit. Like this just isn't gonna be. We're just like not meant to see these cows. Like it's not happening. Look at this guy. Oh my God, look at him. But I was like, it's not happening. Forget it. And Oliver's like, oh, I'm tired. I'm hungry. Like, this is taking way too long. I need to get out of here. I don't like it. Look at you. You can't really see. I'll post it, but you'll see. It's like absolutely stunning.
Yeah.
The little sheep I was hanging out with the sheep. The sheep were back there. But he's like, I'm tired. I'm done. And I was like, you know what? Let's just go. There's one other way that we haven't been. And let's go. Because if we came out here and hiked for an hour and a half, and we don't see these cows,
I don't know if we're going to come back.
We're going to be sad. So we rounded the corner
and we were going to go right, and I was going to climb up to the top of this one path we didn't go. We went to the right instead of left. So when we're coming back, I said, oh, we haven't gone that way. So I was like, I'll just climb up it and see. And if they're there, great. If they're not, we'll just go back. So then we came back and we got to that junction where it was like I was going to right. And then we looked left and we saw one. And we were like, oh my God. Where
like,
there's one, there's more.
Like, how do we get up there?
And it was like in between like these two big rolling hills. And they were in behind the rolling hills. So like from 3 other directions, you wouldn't even see them. So when we came up, we couldn't see them.
They were moving like over
even
another
further,
hill,
another
so
ridge.
We wouldn't even seen it, but we saw a lot of cow poop.
Yeah. So then I climbed what felt like Mount Everest to even make sure that they were there.
Because Oliver was like, I'm not going up there if they're not there.
I did like the SOS call to them, like, come, they're here.
I know, I'm like, because you were like,
oh yeah, I was like so far away.
And I'm like, okay.
And I was like the peak of the mountain.
So, and then it rained for like a little bit.
Yeah, not bad.
And then a rainbow came out.
It was gorgeous.
It was just between the cows and the rainbow and the hills and the sights. I'm exhausted because it was like a 2.5 hour hike.
I'm exhausted. I didn't even perform.
I didn't even think it was I thought it was gonna be a 20-minute hike. So I'm excited to be home. I'm gonna take a shower and eat some dinner. So yeah, the audience was great. I do have a reviewer coming in tomorrow, so
wish you luck. Reviewers are not going to draw.
I don't know. I am a little bummed though. Today I kind of like grieved a little bit of sadness today. I got this email that said like I put in to be considered for a whole bunch of like awards and things out here because you had to like months ago you had to put in to apply to anyway to be recognized and to be considered until they pick, and they were like sending all the emails saying if you don't have if you don't have at least a 4 or 5 star from at least 2 accredited reviewers, don't even bother. Like you're not making it to the second round, and we're not even going to send somebody out to like come and judge. So you have to have 2 4 stars. Well, 2 5 stars, or like a 4 and a 5 star.
How do you get the reviewers there? Like, oh yeah, it's so easy. Oh yeah, I have dozens of reviewers.
I hired a PR. I sent out personal invites. Like, it's just so I just kind of like grieved that because I was really hoping.
I really I'll just say this. I really dislike, enough to say I hate the business side of this. I really hate it. It's so poorly done, and it's so hush hush, and it's all bullshit.
What do you mean?
I see right through it.
What do you mean?
If I'm wrong, I'll eat crow. But my gut tells me I'm right. That a lot of these reviewers come from this.
Maybe.
It just makes sense. Like, because you see these shows, they hire producers, they hire whoever, what is it called, director? Producers, directors, whatever. They pay them big bucks. That person knows those people. They get the big bucks from you, and they take a piece of the big bucks, and they go out for lunch or dinner with Joe Blow reviewer, and they say, oh, here's a little envelope for you, and I got dinner too. Come to these shows. Thank you.
I mean, you just see Broadway baby, Scotsman,
and then everybody else reaches out to these same people, and they're like, no, I'm not going to go to it.
I'm like, how do you get them to come?
I just told you.
Like, they won't even.
I just told you.
They won't even. But I have a PR person.
Yeah, but you don't have the PR person that's going to take the grand and go for lunch with them and say,
well, we don't know that.
Well, but I'm gonna try to prove this one year because I'm gonna be that guy. I'm gonna be like, I would love to take you out for dinner. I'm producing these shows, and I was told that I should go for dinner with you.
The only thing, so yeah. So I'm just kind of grieving, like.
Nah, don't grieve.
I'm grieving that.
Don't grieve.
I was hoping to come here to have some opportunity and.
You have opportunity. Lots of it.
But, a lot of people are saying, like, another thing before the family of 6 today, there's a woman who was a musician, and she was like, oh my God, I love your music. Like, she stayed to chat with me and said how much she's like, you wrote all those songs? And I'm like, yeah, they're all original. And she's like, oh my God. And then she's like, you're like doing a concert plus a show.
Yeah.
It's 11 songs in 70 minutes. So she's like, not only are you doing a 20-character show, you're singing 11 songs. And she said, I could not do. She said, I could not do what you do. She
Well,
said, I could never do what you do.
I agree.
And do it well. You do it so well.
Yeah.
Basically what she said to me. So that was like a huge win. The family saying it was the best one-woman show they've ever seen, and they fringe every year and go all around in all the fringes. That was a huge win. I've had people say, could I give it 6 stars instead of 5? Like, the audiences love it and they're healing from it. And I guess, oh, thanks, Ozzo. It's just crazy. Like, you hope to come out and, get some 4 and 5 stars and you can't control it. And it's crazy. So that's kind of a bummer.
Ozzo, you have to rewind and watch. She'll agree with me.
Yeah. Ozzo's definitely Team Eric.
She'll
totally
agree.
agrees with you. I love it.
Yeah, she'll agree. She'll be like, Eric's totally right.
So yeah, it's just hard when you see these shows that are like, Broadway Baby and The Scotsman and Theater Weekly and Arts and Theater Fest. So I don't even know, like you just see all the big accredited shows. And let you put that up. And they get all the press and you're like, how does a little fish with a good show, get seen? Anywho.
But at the end of the day,
I know what you say. I know.
I know.
Fine. Do you do it for the reviewers?
Well, no, but even more, like what we said after that. Okay, great. So let's write down all these amazing reviews, all these amazing shows.
Critics or audiences?
No, wait to finish. Sorry. Write down all these shows that you see with all the 4, 5, 5, 5, 4, 5, 5. And then in 3 years, I want you to go back and I want you to research where they are.
Well, you don't know that.
I don't, but I'm willing to bet a decent amount of money that they probably didn't go anywhere.
People do peak early.
So what was it for? What was it all for?
It's like the high school football.
I don't know. Okay, Fleabag, 1. And what did she say?
She got a 3-star review. She got murdered at the franchise.
Name another show. 6? Was that here?
Yeah, I think it said 6 wasn't. It didn't really.
Name another one.
I don't know. Fine.
Okay, so out of how many shows are here?
3,800.
Out of 3,800 shows, we know 2 that actually something happened. I know. She has to rewind and go back to the part where we were talking about reviewers and how you get them.
Yeah, there is. It is true. There is a thing called peaking early. Like I said, like you see high school. When you go back to your high school reunion, and sometimes you see the prom queen and the,
yeah, exactly.
Star.
Yeah.
And
see them 25 years later, and you're like, whoa, what happened?
They're divorced and have health issues or whatever, right? And you're like, okay, you were like everything in high school, and now not so much. So I just have to hope that I'm playing a bigger game and there's a bigger thing, because I'm not going to stop with Britches. Like a lot of people actually have been asking me, like, what's next? Where are you taking the show next? What are you planning to do next? I hope your music gets seen and heard by more people. So I guess that's the only thing that's going to reverse my, being bummed out. And thank you, Ozzo. I love you too. I loved your show, and you're just such an awesome person. I'm so glad we're friends and that we're, able to support each other, because that's what it's all about. This isn't easy. And so that was the day. We have 5 coming tomorrow, 19 today, which was awesome. 5 tomorrow. What did Susan say? Trust that the right people are going to see it at the exact right time. Yeah. The universe is for you. So don't forget that. Yeah.
Agreed.
Thank you, Susan. That's true. It's like, it really is this just like roller coaster. Like even this morning, this was the first morning that I woke up, day 12, show 12. And I was like, man, I don't know where we're going to get it. I don't want to do it. I did like, today was the first day that I was like, I don't know if I want to do it, because this is the time when, as I was saying, like all the awards are being for consideration. It's like, all you're seeing is 5-star, 4-star, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. And you're like, geez, so it's hard when you want to be there and you're not, and there's nothing you can do, and you're putting on a great show, and that people are loving it. And, that's just sometimes you start to go like, why the hell am I doing this? Like, why in God's name would I put myself through this and do this? And then, you have like that family after.
Don't ask me.
That was so lovely. What? Don't ask you what?
Oh my God, I couldn't do it. I wouldn't do it.
You could golf every day for 21 days. Would you do that?
Yeah, of course,
Well,
but that's
there you
different. Good. There's no like critics of golf. You either win or you lose, and if you lose, you're your own critic because it's like it's your fault. Someone else's fault.
Well,
This is brutal. Like you're people who shouldn't have opinions, in my opinion, are giving you opinions of what they loved or hated, and most of the time it's BS. It's like
yeah.
it's not like I don't know. For the most part, I mean, critics here they're just either it's like they're one or the other. Either they're absolutely brutal or they just love you.
Yeah, if you get a good critic that like is into my hidden gem like thing.
Yeah,
like she was a beautiful critic.
That would have been 4 or 5
a 4 or 5 star, but they don't use the star rating thing. But Fleabag did get
exactly. Yeah.
Yes. Somebody posted that. They were like, don't get discouraged. And they posted a thing of Phoebe Waller-Bridge with 3 stars from, I think it was the Scotsman. I don't know if you look it up, Oslo, you'll find it. Someone had it posted. Yeah, our Broadway Baby or one of them gave her Theater Weekend, which one it was. She got 3 stars for Fleabag. And she was then in the Indiana Jones movie now.
And then the point of the article was like, it's not about that. It's about luck and who finds you and where they find you and if there's all the other stuff, right? Investors or people believe in the show. They're like, this has potential to be more.
I think it's about not quitting, right? Like that was kind of the turnaround for me. Yeah, I got the 1 3-star, which is fine, and then the 2-star, but those were students and they were just bitter. And I've never been gaslit by a narcissistic reviewer, so there's first time for everything out here, I guess. But so that's just I'm not going to quit, and that's the piece that I think is going to keep me going. Is I know it's needed. I know it's needed in the world, and it's just hard. I remember Gary Vaynerchuk, like Gary V said, the way that he like does life. He's like, I have no expectations about anything.
Yeah.
He's like, I have no expectations about anything. I have no Thank you, Oslo. Yeah. So I had like one.
Can I put that up?
Yeah, you can. I had one. I had one reviewer come in and they were like, oh, we want to give you a 4, but it's a 3.
It's a 3.
Even though they were like, we love it. That's all the pull quotes that I pulled. They like raved about how much they loved it. All they complained about was that we started late, which was not my fault. It was Benny's fault. And that my first track was too loud, which was the tech person's fault.
They complained about, it's what we said. Like, they complained about the experience.
Yeah.
Which was out of our control.
They said nothing they didn't like. They didn't say a single thing they didn't like about the show.
No, she thought that
there might be too much music. Together. Yeah, she said I could probably drop a song or 2.
But again, it's a musical.
That's an opinion. And then the 3-star, and then the 2 stars were just a personal attack of. They were just student reviewers, and they just didn't get it, and they just ripped it to shreds and like personally attacked me. So that was. She wrote the tagline actually on hers was an emotional show that elicits no emotional responses. That was what she wrote with the 2-star. I'm like, tell that to the people that are coming to me in tears and hugging me and telling me every day somebody tells me a story about their narcissistic mom, dad, brother, sister, uncle. Also, I should show you the review. It's brutal.
That's you should like say at the end. Thank you for coming to the show that doesn't elicit any emotion.
That elicits no emotion.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for clapping, laughing, cheering, crying, hugging your wife.
Yeah. Staring at your husband who's like crying.
To the show that elicits no. My photographer was bawling his eyes out for Pete's sake, like a 50-year-old man.
Tech is bawling
their eyes out. Even Wayne said that to me. Wayne's like, oh, you're a pro. He's like, you are a pro. He's like, you are amazing. He's like, you're so easy to tech. He's like, you're bang on. You're spot on. So that's just what I'm grieving, I guess, is that I have this expectation, and I guess I should have really come here with no expectation.
I wouldn't say you have expectation. I think you have hope. Because expectation, that's different.
Yeah, I guess.
Hope. It's hope.
Yeah, I guess you just hope when you see everybody else getting 4 and 5 stars, you just hope that you'll be recognized in the same way that other people
I'll get that too, right?
Because you know that you've done the work and you've done a good job and you have a good show, and then when you just don't get it, you're like, oof.
Yeah, this is a tough place to be.
And then you've got to dig deep and you've got to find the reasons why you're doing it.
Yeah, or what you want out of it.
What you want
What
out
you
of
want
it.
out of it.
You know, so it's I wanted to grow as a performer. Check. Especially now there's like some improv. I'm doing like a little bit, like not improv, but like I said, like the whole like breaking the fourth wall
Yeah,
and talking
it's
to the
fun.
audience. Like
They really like
they
it.
really like that.
Yeah.
So I am growing as a performer for sure. I wanted to have a cross-cultural conversation about narcissism, which everyone here is sharing their stories. People are sharing their stories from Scotland, from London, from Boston, from New York. Like I am having a cross-cultural conversation. I'm considering changing the name of the show to make it more aware. Like I'm fully going to lean in that the show is about overcoming parental narcissism, I think, because that's the biggest thing everybody talks to me about after. So I am getting some insights around maybe some changes and things that I can little tweaks I can do for the show.
Yep.
And that was it. Really grow as a performer, cross-cultural conversation. I didn't really worry much about the reviewers because I thought that would just take care of itself, but that didn't. But again.
So that's good. Just gotta go for lunch.
Okay, I love you. We should go too.
Yeah, we're gonna go too.
I love you, Ozzo. Thanks for tuning in. I love your show. Her show's so good.
I gotta see it.
Oh my god, you got to see it. Next time you put it on, Ozzo, we will be there, or we will buy the virtual for sure. We're gonna get going too, but yeah, tomorrow's another day. 11:45. We have a reviewer, a musical theater reviewer. I do have one. So who knows? I mean, everybody, like, what? I can't. I'm trying not to worry because I'm like, everyone loves the music, everyone loves the show. One again would think that she's gonna like it, but
you never know.
I mean, at this point, no one can hurt me now. Like after the
attack it can only be better.
Stars, you can't hurt me anymore.
Yeah, it can't get any worse than that 2
It's
stars.
It's fine.
That's
so
like as bad as it's gonna get.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't know if it's possible.
No. So that was that. So we're gonna wrap it up.
Yeah.
We'll post the pictures of our hike and the cows. Oh my god, you gotta check it out. It was so cool. So they're amazing pictures. Thank you for being here. And we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.